Hi, everyone. I'm Lisa D'Amico, the curator of the Come As You Are virtual art exhibit being hosted by the Cultural Alliance of Western Connecticut. And I'm here today with the very talented Rachel Kleinman, and we will be speaking about her incredible piece, Inked, that's in the exhibit. So Rachel, um, your piece so different than the others in this exhibit because you're coming at you're taking a perspective on the body that's very different than most of the others. Most of the others are dealing with body shape. You're dealing it with from such an interesting and really contemplative perspective. So tell us about your piece.
Sure. I had a feeling that this was the direction that most people would go, either with like just a body image or even a racial perspective. So I wanted to go in a completely different direction. I am inked, not as much as my piece, but I come from a family who kind of doesn't really approve of all of the ink, and so like part of my family. And so the idea of like what's acceptable, are you decorating your body, is it art, or are you desecrating your body? And so just the different perspectives on getting inked yourself. And this person that is depicted has maybe an addiction or an unhealthy addiction. If you look closely, the person is inking themselves, which I wanted to do because this person's very passionate, doesn't really care about what other people think. So just kind of that direction.
I love it. And I loved reading your description of the piece because you call it body art, but then you question it and you say, is it vandalism? Mm-hmm. And I just thought that was so interesting because like you, I see it as body art. Like I see it as something very acceptable, something about self-expression, and yet you took it and it made me really think. And your execution of your piece is beautiful. Like it's these gorgeous large roses all over this very fit, what looks like a female identifying figure.
Yeah.
How premeditative, like how much did you plan out this piece and what was the process for creating it?
I think I feel like I immediately knew that I wanted to go with just something out of always your calls for just really obscure. I think it's just a little bit different what everybody else is gonna do. And like I said, I feel like most people went in the direction of either just types of body shapes or racial depictions, but I wanted to do something where it was, I don't want to say celebrating, but at least bringing to light some of the controversial perspectives of being inked and what that means and why people do it. Some people do it because they just love the idea of decorating and putting art on their bodies, and some people do it because it is an addiction, and it's not always a positive thing. People do it for different reasons, and yeah.
What's the materials you use? Because as looking at it online, it looks very textural.
It's acrylic on canvas, and that's it. Yeah.
Is it smooth on the canvas?
Yeah.
Is that like, so that's your technique, your brush technique,
yeah,
which I find great because it does feel textural and it feels almost a little agitating.
Okay.
Which I really enjoyed, I have to say.
Oh.
Now you mentioned in your description that this is part of a series.
I don't know.
You don't know? Let me take a look just to make sure that I've got this right. Oh, I'm sorry. You say it's a small collection of surreal works.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. So I have just a couple things that are when you look at them, it should jar you a little bit. So they're really beautiful, but they're also in a way repulsive. And so this one is beautiful. The body is beautiful, but what are you doing to it? Are you making it beautiful, or are you taking that beauty away by putting stuff on your body?
Yeah, I mean, you also wrote, I mean, you can tell, like, I was really taken by what you've written, because you use the words like natural, deliberate, and you use the word body pure. Use
Mm-hmm.
that phrase. And I thought that is so interesting. And it just kept me thinking about this whole topic, because tattoos have become such an accepted part of our culture, yet turn the clock back. And it was something, and I'm quoting my grandmother, who would say she would say it was for sailors and ex-cons.
Yeah.
And say, soldiers and ex-cons, sailors would do this. Um,
Yeah.
so did you think about the history of tattooing?
Oh, for sure. I mean, like you said, if you look back, I mean, it was very taboo. And now it's like, who doesn't have a tattoo? You know, like we just went to the Jersey Shore and everybody is tatted up. So in a way, I feel like that almost takes away to, you know, of what tattooing is supposed to mean. Now people just get whatever they want.
Right. They get everything from very meaningful pieces
Yeah. Yeah.
to, like, just their favorite cartoon character.
Yeah. Right.
Something just to be funny. But
Yeah.
but it is permanent. It's forever.
Yeah.
I mean, granted, the people do have them removed, but the whole process of creating a tattoo on your body, which becomes your canvas, and the whole process of you creating this piece on a canvas just took me to such a great journey. So thank you so much, Rachel.
Welcome. Yeah, I'm glad you enjoyed it.
And I want everyone to see Rachel's piece in the show. Go to cawct.org, but also see more of Rachel's work, because Rachel is complex and diverse and fascinating and talented, all those things that you expect from an artist, but also a lot more that you expect from, somebody who's really a broad thinker, and that's really what you are.
Thank you.
So thank you so much, Rachel. This was wonderful.
Um,